Hello beautiful people, you are welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video to help the channel out, drop a comment, share with your friends, and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop another beautiful video. So in today's video, I'll be teaching you how I made this bone straight look I like from scratch, how I ventilated the frontal, how I wig and style it. You remember the clients that sent the curly hair blend that I uploaded the last time? She sent this one along with it, so I tried to share the process of this one with you too. So the hair came in 2 bundles with machine made closure. And here are the material you needed for the tutorial. You need a ventilating pin, a metallic pen, a tape rule, and the frontal net itself. So I've already placed the frontal and used tipping to secure it on the mannequin head off camera. So there is a line that comes with the net. From that line, you are going to measure 1 inch from the front, just like I'm doing in this video. This line indicates where our natural hairline will be or start from. So I continue by loosening up the closure because I'm going to use it for the frontal ventilation. When I'm done doing that, I pick small pieces out of the hair, cut the wefts, then I use my hand to bring small pieces out because we only link the longer part. You can use take comb to comb the shorter part out because we only link the longer part. And when you are done combing, you are going to pick small pieces out of the hair. Make sure it's not too much. Then you are going to fold it into 2. Make sure one end is longer than the other because you don't want your frontal to be too short. Then you pinch and twist. After that, you use your hand to bring some hair out so that you can see the number of hair you want to be working with. So I have to start the hair ventilation off camera because I have a separate video explaining in details how to ventilate a full frontal and how to measure and cut the net yourself at home. But I'm still going to explain briefly on how to ventilate a frontal. So after placing your net on the mannequin head, you are going to pass your pin through the net, bring out just 3 strands. I'm using 3 strands at the back. So when I get to the front, I'm going to use 1 strand. This is just a quick recap on how to ventilate a frontal. So I'm going to link a video on how to ventilate a frontal on the description box down below, or you can check this end screen suggested video to watch it. Unlike the other videos that have been using the diagonal method for hair ventilation, in this video I use vertical method, and trust me, it also came out nice. Once you use the appropriate number of hair strands for the hair ventilation and you do not give too much space, it will come out nice no matter the method you use. Just use 3 strands at the back, and when you get to the front, I mean the 1 inch that we measured earlier, you are going to use 1 strand. So I'm done with the back section and one side of the front section. You can see the difference between the 3 strands and the 1 strand that I'll be talking about. So that's what we are going to do here. And this is the final result when I'm done with the hair ventilation. You can see the length and the hairline. So the next thing to do is to wig the hair. I'm using dome mesh cap for the wigging. I continue by placing the mesh cap on the mannequin head, then use T-pin to secure it. I'm sure you can see how I place it on the mannequin head. The next thing to do is to place the frontal on the wig cap, then use pin to secure it. So I'm using pin to secure the middle part here. Then I continue by using the pin to secure the back and the other side of the net on the mannequin head. And this is how it looks like when I'm done pinning it on the mannequin head. You can see that the front is forming like M shape. So the next thing to do is to use your hair clip to hold the frontal in place so that it will not be disturbing you when you start your sewing. So the next thing to do is to start sewing your frontal from one side to another. Make sure you are not giving too much space and make sure you are knotting it at least twice to secure it. So I have to fast forward this part because I don't want this video to be too long. And this is how it looks like when I'm done sewing it. You can see how nice and firm it looks like. So the next thing to do is to pick one of the hair bundle and start sewing it from the back. If the hair bundle doesn't come with the same length, you are going to pick the shortest one among it and start sewing it from the back, just like you are seeing right now. but you can start with any of the hair bundle if it comes with the same length. Lest I forget, I remember not mentioning the length of the hair bundle you will use in hair ventilation. Assuming the hair doesn't come with the same length like I said earlier, you are going to pick the longest one for hair ventilation. I mean, when you want to ventilate your frontal, you are going to use the longest one for the hair ventilation. And when I was listening to the voiceover, I realized I mentioned 2 bundles instead of 3 bundles. So I started the wigging from the leftover of the hair ventilation bundles that I used earlier. And this is the part I'm trying to pick up the next hair bundle that I'm going to use for the wigging. So I'm trying to show you how long the hair bundle is. So if after hair ventilation you notice that the remaining hair bundle is not that much, so instead of sewing the hair in double wefts, you are going to change it to single wefts, just like you are seeing right now, so that it can be enough and it will not be scanty after sewing. So guys, before I continue with the tutorial, I would like to thank each and every one of you that has been patronizing my small business. God bless you all. Aside the wig, the closure, the full lace frontal ventilation you see on my page that I'm selling, I'm also selling wigging and hair ventilation material. So if you have interest in any of these, you can screenshot it and send this to me on this phone number you are seeing on your screen. And if I did not upload what you want, you can send the picture to me on this same phone number you are seeing on your screen. Thank you. So back to the tutorial, I'm going to leave you to watch some parts of the video while I fast forward some parts, because I don't want this video to be unnecessarily long. So I'm done with the back section that always form U parts here. So the next thing to do is to use my metallic pen to mark like straight line, just like I'm doing right now. And this is how it looks like when I'm done tracing the line out. So I continue the sewing by following the line that I just drew now. So that's how I continue the sewing until I reach the last line that I use the metallic pen to do. And don't forget not to be giving too much space while sewing. Then make sure you are knotting it, at least try to secure the wig. And this is how it looks like when I'm done with the sewing. So I'm trying to pull the hair here so that you can see that it's very tight, like it cannot pull up. So I continue by combing the hair out to make sure it's tangle free. Then I cut the excess wig cap out. Make sure when you are cutting the excess wig cap, it's not too close to the wig cap and the frontal. And this is how it looks like when I'm done cutting the excess wig cap. You can see how full and neat it is. So So the next thing to do now is to style the hair. So I continue by applying the hair serum on the hair. I apply it all over it. Make sure the hair serum is not too much. So after that, I did not realize that I did not record the part where I'm straightening the hair. So the next thing to do after applying the hair serum is to straighten the hair section by section. So after that, I apply my wax stick on the frontal part only. Then I use hot comb to press it down, so that the flyaway hair can lay down properly. And this is how it looks like when I'm done styling it. And I asked my sister to wear it so that you can see the clear video of the length and the volume of the hair. And we have come to the end of this video. Please, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button down below. Like this video to help this channel out. Drop a comment if you have any question or you want to compliment my work. Share with your friends and turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop another beautiful video. See you in my next video. Bye.